Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What is the first step in joining Dargah? What can I do about other Muslims who try to take me away from the Sufi path by saying Sufism is an innovation and will lead me to the hellfire?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The first step in joining a Dargah, meaning the first step if you want to take initiation, to be part of a Dargah, it is to be sincere. It is to be sincere with what is it that you want. Stop for a second. Thank you. What you just said. So, to be sincere, what is it that you want? If you want to be a sincere servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, welcome. But to be a servant now, we have to learn how to be a servant. Because the ego wants to declare itself Lord. The ego is the only one that declares itself Lord against our Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's saying, you are you and I am me. You exist, I exist. You are Lord, I am a Lord. You are an Ilah, I am an Ilah. That ego is in each and every one of us. So the first step to joining a Dargah, to be having an initiation, to be following a Shaykh, is to understand that we have this egoistic characteristic and we want to get rid of it. If we don't get rid of it, no matter how many countless times you say La ilaha illallah, you're still declaring yourself Ilah. You understand? Because it is the nature of the ego to declare itself an Ilah. Nothing in creation is declaring itself an Ilah. Not angels, not the taifas, not the animals, not anything in creation, seen and unseen, things that we know and things that we don't know, that declares itself an Ilah, except for man. Except for the ego in the man, the nafs. So what is your intention? If your intention joining Dargah is to eat and to drink, not this Dargah. I'm going to wash you up continuously. If you're saying that eating and drinking is more important, you may say it is not, but if the sohbat is going on and food is passing and your attention is fixed to the food, you lost that time, isn't it? You may say whatever you want to say. You may do billions of zikr, but you're listening to sohbat and food is coming and your attention is suddenly to the food. You know yourself now where your strength is. The food is able to pull you for 1 second more than that sohbat that is going on, maybe for 1 hour. So you want to declare yourself more holy, more saintly, more special, more high maqam. Simple things like that, we lose and we fail the test. So now, if your intention is food and drink, socializing, reaching to sainthood, so many joining tarikats because they say, I'm a saint in the making. You know, my potential has been realized to become a saint, so I must meet someone to become a saint. We're saying, not here. Maybe there are other associations where they will see you and they will praise you, they will boost you, and they'll say, you're a saint. You're a saint just by doing a couple of things, you're a saint. You achieve divine union if you just carry one small sunnat. Not Sahibul Sayyid's association according to Sultan al-Awliya. That's us. Others they can declare, that's okay. We have no problems. If you want, please, join them too. We don't stop anyone going to any zikr. There are people who declare our zikr as the zikr of shaitan. There are people who declare our associations of shaitan, decades. But Allah is watching, and there is an Allah. So we are not concerned with it. Decades it's been happening, it's not working. But if your intention is to become a servant and to get rid of the zulm, the tyranny from you, from inside of you, to get rid of the proudness that comes with declaring yourself a Lord, if your intention is to experience and to witness the shahadat, isn't that what shahadat means? Witnessing. Shahadat does not mean to say those words, it's to witness. Who's witnessing the wonders of Allah? Who's witnessing the Holy Prophet ﷺ according to his station? If a person say, I know, I witness, then that time we have to say, you and your surrounding, it has to be Jannah. But you must be having the worst life with the worst attacks and still, like the Prophet ﷺ, to come out from it and to offer people only Jannah. But we don't. We don't see that. So what are we witnessing now? At least before witnessing the wonders of Allah, witness the hidden shirk that is inside of you. If you witness the hidden shirk inside of you, and you know the hidden shirk inside of you, and you're trying to get rid of it, that time Allah will remain. Because that is also a shahadat. La ilaha illallah. There is no ilah except for Allah. Our shahadat is not saying Allah only, no other ilah. It's saying the opposite. No other ilah except for Allah. What are tarikats doing? Is doing the shahadat. Get rid of the other ilahs and only have Allah. And once you understand that, you cannot now separate from the Holy Prophet ﷺ, because he is the doorway to Allah. What do you do to people who try to pull you away from the truth? What do you do to dogs that are barking? Like they say in Turkish, the dogs may bark, but the caravan still continues. You're going to stop the caravan now and bark at the dog's back? No, you're not. That time you become a dog yourself. Let them to bark. Who cares? Leave it. Especially if it is not in you to respond, don't. Keep yourself simple, keep yourself quiet, keep yourself focused, and be very clear who you are trying to please. Is it Allah and His Prophet? Then they don't require you to bark back. If you're trying to please the Wahhabis around you, then you're going to be caught in that game, because they will never be pleased with you. They will never be pleased with you until you become one of them. Sounds familiar? That is what ayat is saying. But ayat is speaking about the unbelievers. May Allah forgive me. So, be sincere, be simple, be a servant. If you obey Allah, if you obey the Prophet ﷺ, if you obey the rightly guided leaders, then everything in creation, they are ordered to obey you. That time, everything in creation, physics will obey you, nature will obey you, time will obey you, space will obey you. Then that time, other people say it is a miracle. To you, it is not. To you, it is what you need to do to get a kind of result. You understand? Man who's never seen another man go up into the air to fly, when he sees a man going up to fly using a machine, he's saying, you must be a superhuman. This must be a miracle. But to you, it is not a miracle. And to you, there is a purpose in doing that. So, we are not running for that anyway, for miracles or whatever. And you know what the biggest miracle is? Is to turn the heart that is dead to become alive. That is the biggest miracle. The biggest miracle is to turn the hearts that are dead to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to face Allah, to face the Prophet, to love the awliya Allah. That is the biggest miracle. And that is the biggest job, and that is the most difficult job that has always just been assigned to the prophets. And those walking in their way, that job is theirs too. وَمِنَ اللَّهُ تَوْفِيقٌ الْفَاتِحَةِ. Amin. Assalamu alaikum.